we are going to show how similar were the causes of the 1830 revolutions and 1848 what? Revolutions. Before you continue, I emphasize another customer, Farouk of Uganda's idea. Success has no secrets. Success has no what? We need to decide today to get the what? The success. So we are going to reason how similar were the causes of the 1830 and 1848 revolutions. Number one, we are saying both the mistakes of the Vienna settlement in 1830 and 1848. One of the causes was the mistakes of the Vienna settlement, 1814 to 1815. The diplomats made great states to control smaller what? States. So the mistakes of the Vienna settlement made the people in 1830, even in 1848, to rise up and stage what? Revolutions. Another one, agitation for liberalism and nationalism. In both 1830 and 1848, one of the causes was agitation for liberalism and nationalism. People rose up because they were agitating for liberalism and nationalism. They wanted freedom. They loved their country. That's why they rose up and staged what? And staged revolutions in 1830 and 1848. Then the need to end unjust governance. It is said the need to end unjust governance in 1830, even in 1848, made people to rise up and stage what? Revolutions, because they wanted to end unjust governance. That's why they rose up. Then another one, the need to attain national unity and independence. People, for example, in the Italian states, German states, wanted to attain national unity and what? Independence. That's why they rose up to stage revolutions in 1830 and 1848. Then the effects of industrialization. Industrialization led to rural-urban migration, and in towns in both 1830 and 1848, people did not have services. That's why they rose up to stage what? Revolution. Then economic hardships in both 1830 and 1848. There were economic hardships, unemployment, and poverty. It was because of this that people rose up and staged what? Revolutions. Because of the economic hardships, they wanted the economic equation to be solved. That's why they rose up to stage revolutions. Another one, the collapse of the Congress system in 1830 made the people in 1830, even in 1848, to rise up and stage revolutions. Because some of the reasons why people were not rising up, they were fearing the diplomats of the Congress system. But when the system collapsed, it is this that made people in 1830 to stage what? Revolutions. Then the influence of the 1789 French Revolution made people in 1830, even in 1848, to stage what? Revolutions. They were inspired by the great ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity. That's why they rose up in 1830, even in 1848. then the British support towards liberalism. When Britain supported liberalism, it is this that made people in 1830, even in 1848, to rise up and stage what? Revolutions. Because they were assured of the support from a country called what? Britain. Then the success of the 1830 revolution in France. When people succeeded in France in 1830, they influenced the 1830 revolutions, and even in 1848 revolutions. They were saying, as others succeeded, even us we are going to do what? To succeed. Another one, we are saying dictatorship. The fact that the leaders were dictators in 1830, even in 1848, it is this that made people in the different European states to rise up and stage what? Revolutions. Then the rise of able leaders. These are leaders that stood in the road when others were running away. They mobilized the people, and this made people to rise up in 1830, even in 1848. Then social segregation and discrimination. As the people are discriminated against, for example, in Belgium, it is this that made people in 1830, even in 1848, to stage what? Revolution. Then, of course, the role of the middle class. Educated people, they knew about revolutions. They had the money. These used their resources to mobilize people. And this led to the 1830 and 1848 what? Revolutions. So the year 1830 and 1848, according to big thinkers like Dennis Richards, they were years of revolutions. They were years of what? Revolutions.